Good. Back. No. Question for Jav?
What's the main takeaway from the last game as you guys worked the last couple of days here at practice? It was such a one-sided win. Just what did you guys get out of that? What are you working on?
Really just working on trying to maintain our identity that we're starting to build as a young team, especially really just playing hard for 40 minutes, being together and playing great defense. For us, that's where it gets started on the defensive end, and everyone's bought into that. And so we're going to continue to try and take opponents out of what they do so that we can win basketball games.
What do you think the biggest difference in that identity is, maybe compared to last year, the biggest change in that regard?
I would say the biggest change is that we are forced to rely on each other a lot more than we were last year. Whereas last year, we had guys who would individually take over games more so, or more often than not. We really have to work as a team, as a unit, and be really together out there for the court.
Do you get the sense Coach is having fun coaching this team? Is kind of going back to his roots of defense when he first started here. Do you get that sense? I mean, you've been here for a little while.
I don't know if fun is the right word, but there's definitely an enthusiasm that is rubbed off throughout our entire program. Everyone's excited to get to work every day, and the same thing applies. When we step out there for a game, and what you guys are seeing is just that enthusiasm rubbing off.
You went through the draft process. We talked about your offense, things they wanted you to do at that level. What about defense? What feedback did you get from that? And how did you put that into your off-season work?
Really trying to defend ball screens. That's going to be something that's huge on the next level. Trying to eliminate foul troubles. I've done okay with that. But really just getting rid of unnecessary fouls is the biggest thing.
Has there been a shift in terms of your preparation, the team's preparation, with how much time you spend on defense compared to your previous years here?
I would definitely say this season we focused the most on it, especially early. We've been doing defensive workouts for a couple months now, and I think that was a great move by the coaching staff. Very intentional, knowing that we had a bunch of young guys, and for us to play with the way we want, we have to be totally comfortable making commands out there.
But you had young guys last year too. I mean, is this a different mindset this year?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think knowing our personnel and knowing what it's going to take for our team to be successful, we really stress the importance of being on the same page a little bit earlier than we normally have in the past.
Mike said the other night we asked about us changing the starting lineup, and he said that doesn't really apply like it would have a year ago or 2 years ago, that you guys were getting different looks. How much of that is kind of this process you guys are on as far as learning a little bit, a team in progress, if you will?
It's really just a result of who we have on our team, what the staff feels is best for us going into the game. Everyone, whether you're starting or coming off the bench, has that same confidence just based on what we've done in practice every day and how competitive things are. There's not as much separation, between the two units, as it were.
Does that make it exciting knowing that last year you didn't have a chance to start pretty much? You knew who the stars. This year is kind of up in the air coming into the game. Does that make it a little fresher practice and more exciting?
Certainly that's one aspect of it. More so, it's just everyone has to be prepared and confident knowing that you can be called on to start at any moment. And so I think the biggest thing is, keeping guys' egos in the same place where, if you're coming off the bench, don't let it hurt your confidence. Know that you're still the same player that we'd expect you to be if you started the game.
What other advice do you give to those freshmen and younger players on this team?
Really just don't let the highs get too high, don't let the lows get too low. It's a long basketball season, and we're going to have some great moments, big wins, but you can't let that get you hung up because we've got to turn around and do it again a couple of days later. So moving on to the next play, as it were.
Javin, do you feel like there's that you have more chance to play stronger defense given the fact there's much deeper rotation? With a shorter rotation, you feel like you're conserving energy more. Is that a factor at all?
You like to say no, but it definitely does play into it, knowing that if you get tired, that there's somebody going to come in fresh off the bench, ready to go and excited to get into the game, and that's allowed us to put up more pressure over an extended amount of time.
You're part of the leadership council. Coach explained to us the other day. You guys meet. I guess you met Monday. What are some of the points of emphasis right now, just early in the season here?
Really, it's early and not getting too excited. We beat Kansas in the Garden. Obviously, that's a huge win, and we're playing really well right now. But the season is still so young, and so not to get satisfied and staying hungry has been a big thing that we're preaching to our entire team.
Anything else?
Coach said that Vernon didn't play post in high school, he's learned it since he arrived at Duke. Are you surprised at the progress he's made, how quickly he's?
Absolutely not. We call him, on the team, we call him Tank. That's a big guy down there. And he's learning how to use his body and his skill set to, really punish guys in the post.
How long does it take most post people to learn a move and be able to go from seeing it to using it in the game? Like, is that timeline accelerated for him?
I'd definitely say he's grasped it a lot quicker than most guys. And that's just, a credit to what a kid he is, the work he's put in.
All right, Jeff, thank you.
Thank you.